Oh my god. Life. This is so wild. Hopefully it's doing it. Ah. Hey, Susan. Ah. My sister is here. My supportive sisters, oh my god. Ah, okay, well, I'm just gonna do this thing. So yay, it's the release day of my young adult contemporary, my debut novel, Sleeping Around. It's here, today's the day, I cannot believe. It's I don't know, I mentioned this, I had an Instagram live earlier, with a friend, if you're on Instagram, it's underscore High Lady of the Book Court Mandy. Mandy did a live with me, but I was saying that it really hasn't sunk in yet. It just hasn't. I don't know if when it will, but I just can't believe, like, it is going out into the world today. So, yeah, the books are printing, they're shipping, it's happening. I just feel like it's been so much leading up to today that it just really hasn't sunk in. But back to Sleeping Around, if you don't really know what it's about, it's again young adult contemporary. It follows a teen violinist, Corey Reed, as she transitions from foster care to college. So it is a kind of older young adult contemporary. I don't know about you all, but I haven't read many young adult contemporaries set at college. So I definitely think like this one stands out a little bit for that college setting, and I know for me, like, when I was a young adult reader, I would have loved to read more books with a college setting because when you go to college, I don't know, it's like you have no idea what you're walking into, so, yeah. So if you haven't gone to college yet, pick this up because you'll get a lot of insight. It definitely drew experience from my own college experiences. But yeah, so Corey, when she gets to campus, she thinks that she's going to be living in the dorm for music majors, Harmony Hall, but something goes terribly wrong, and she ends up having to go into a temporary triple with two other unsuspecting roommates. And something one of the roommates does the unthinkable, the unforgivable, and Corey ends up sleeping around campus. So that is the gist of sleeping around. So if you haven't ordered yet, definitely order. You can order anywhere, book sell. But yeah, order because my pre-orders and my first month sales, a portion of those are going to be I'm donating to a nonprofit in Virginia that serves foster care youth. So if you're going to pick up a copy, definitely pick it up this month so you know that your purchase is going to be going back to an organization, again, serving foster care youth. So, yeah, so that is a little bit about my book, and I wasn't really gonna do this, but I think I'm gonna do it now. I am going to read a chapter. I have super short chapters, but I'm gonna read some from Sleeping Around. I'm not gonna read I don't know, I think it's weird, but I'm not gonna read the first chapter. I'm actually gonna read the 3rd chapter, and that is the chapter where Corey's foster dad, Tom, is taking her to campus. So I thought I would read that chapter. So let's do this. Definitely hop in the comments if you have any thoughts, feelings about the chapter as I'm reading. But yeah, so here is Movement 3, Prelude, musical introduction to a composition or drama. Foster House number 7 holds a record for my shortest stay, less than 2 months. Yet another move shouldn't discompose me, but the flutters in my stomach say otherwise as Tom takes the exit for Bourne's College. My fingertips press the fingerings for Vaughan Williams, the lark ascending into my sweaty palms. You all right? Tom eyes my typing fingers. I nod and continue through the unheard piece. Not 2 months ago, into 8th grade at my new school, my seventh foster guardians, Mr. and Mrs. Murad, decided to move and that I should move first. I went from school straight to my next foster house. Mrs. Murad got a job offer in another state, my caseworker at the time, Mr. Hill said, as I got into the back seat beside my packed trash bag. They thought it would be easier this way. Easier for who? I thought. Only 13, and I couldn't muster a single tear over another upheaval. My imagined adopted home had vanished. A light blue house story, gone. Rose bushes lining the wraparound porch, gone. A treehouse out back with a tire swing, gone. And parents, musicians, one pianist for accompaniment, with eyes that show up for every violin performance, gone. With kind eyes that showed up, there we go. My home for adoption, forever gone. Mr. and Mrs. Murad didn't cry over me, and though Tom has shed a tear or two like a proud dad, Tom and Catherine will forget me. I'll vanish from their lives at the end of extended foster care. We turn past a sign for Bourne's, and Tom runs a hand over his piano key colored beard. My advice, put yourself out there. Every freshman's nervous too. He pulls into campus without more unasked advice, but his thumb rubs the steering wheel. A pep talk forms beneath his squinting eyes. He knows I'm no pro at fraternizing. My one friend from high school, my only friend, Maddie, is going to college 4 states away in Florida. Maddie and I became friends 8 months and 1 week ago. We had advanced PE together and bonded over our hatred of weightlifting. Making friends is not one of my strengths. Keeping them is near impossible when house hopping and changing schools. So far, I've kept Maddie. Mental note. Text Maddie after I settle into my room. The brick building seemed larger than when I toured last month. Catherine insisted I take the official tour, though I'd already enrolled and auditioned for the music program. I made up my mind during that bourne string orchestra performance and when I received my scholarship. Less tuition for undergrad, less tuition loans for Juilliard. Out my window, students and their families carry suitcases and beanbags and TVs half the size of Tom's car. They lug memory foam mattress pads along sidewalks lined up with maple trees and lampposts with crimson banners of our college crest. An owl perched on a star and book filled shield above the year 1853. No, in the phrase incepto ne desistem. No idea what it means. I took 2 Spanish classes in high school, not Latin. I jerk around to look at someone carrying their hanged clothes with a trash bag tied to a hook as a garment protector. Inventive. I almost wish for a familiar trash bag until a car with a U-Haul cargo trailer pulls up in front of the dorm. There's a stark contrast between a 4 by 8 feet trailer and a 30-gallon trash bag. How the hell are they going to fit all of that into a dorm room? Tom hands me the campus map he printed last night. Tell me where to turn. The drawings are near perfect representation of the buildings, minus the real ivy crawling up the sides. I'm still inspecting the map when I realize we're about to miss our turn. Here! After a few mishaps I blame on the map's microscopic street names, we pull up to a line of parked cars in front of Harmony Hall. One of my soon to be hallmates carries her clarinet up the steps while her family lags behind with the rest of her belongings. Her white high top Nikes coordinate with her white jeans and the white lettering of Bourne's College on her crimson t shirt. Should I have worn college apparel instead of my baggy crop top? Is wearing clothes with your school's name plastered across it some kind of college norm I missed? I hug my sides as to not reach over my seat for the duffel bag and search for another shirt. It's not like I have any college apparel anyway. Another freshman, who's not wearing anything with Bourne's College on it, thank God, trudges inch by inch, doubled over, legs apart. His stack of music books reaches over his head and blocks his vision. The books wobble. A few freshmen, only one wearing a Bourne shirt, rush to grab a few books off the top, call out directions, and hold the door. It's a miracle he gets through without hurting himself, or worse, the music. Tom smooths the steering wheel again with his thumb. Let me carry your stuff. I'm out of the car before he can take off his seatbelt. Foster care can't pollute my first college memory. Thanks, but I'm good. I can check myself in and all that. You sure? Tom leans across the passenger seat and tries to change my mind with a comical pout. No luck. I got this. I raised the duffel bag for emphasis. Zeke, Steven, and Camila needed parental figures, not me. Take care of the kids. Always. You take care of yourself, Coralie. Will do. I closed the car door. I've been taking care of myself for my entire life. College won't be any different. Coralie, Tom waits for me to walk to his open window. I remember my freshman year of college. He tapped the steering wheel a couple times. It's worth it to be vulnerable, to give yourself a chance to really love it here, even if things aren't perfect. Sometimes that makes it all the more fun. And you should have fun too, okay? He glances towards violin, and my grip stiffens. Okay, we both know it's a lie. All right, end of lecture. He starts putting up his window. I'm gone. Away from the sidewalk, and his reflection in the rearview mirror wipes away a stray tear. A strange ache in my chest draws Violin tighter to my side as the car gets further and further away. Can Tom navigate out of campus without me? Can I navigate college on my own without him or Catherine or Drew? Before the car is out of sight, I turn towards the dorm and follow a student holding a trombone case down the sidewalk. I can do this. I'm a college student. I'm about to live in a dorm with other people who think practicing hours on end is fun. People who like going to concerts, instrumental ones, not whoever's on the radio. People who don't ask the difference between a violin and a fiddle. Music majors like me. Yay! So that was movement 3 from Sleeping Around. So, not the first chapter. I explain in the first chapter what a movement is in musical terms, but just know like I am swapping out chapter for movement. So, that was chapter 3. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Susan says, I'm hooked. Can't wait until my 3 copies come. Yes. You're the best. Yes. So that was a quick reading from Sleeping Around. Again, my debut novel. Can't believe it's released today. So yeah, that is the reading. So as you can tell, the story follows like very central to college. That's where the book is set. And like I sort of mentioned before, I went to undergrad in Virginia at Bridgewater College, and I actually got my graduate degree at another local college, um, James Madison University. So definitely pulled inspiration from my local colleges. I live in definitely a college town, um, so yeah, there's a lot of inspiration to pull from. And it was funny because some of my advanced readers either went to Bridgewater like me or James Madison, or there's another local school, Eastern Mennonite, and I've had multiple people of my advanced reviewers reach out to me and be like, "Hey, this made me think of this." And I was like, "Yes." So it's been kind of fun to connect with people over, just like reminiscing over college stuff. So, yeah. Another cool thing in the book is Corey, our main character, our protagonist, takes on a part-time job in the coffee shop there on campus. And um, so if you had a campus job, part-time job during college, definitely put that in the comments. Let me know what you did. But I was a tutor in the writing center. I had other part jobs during college, but that was the main one that I had, was working on campus in the writing center, and I loved it. I met so many people doing that too and got to read all their stuff and help them rework stuff and edit it. So I really enjoyed that. I was an English major. And then, yeah, so it worked well. But yeah, so in the book, Corey becomes a barista, and I was a barista for a little bit after I graduated from college. So if you've ever worked in a barista or a coffee shop or something, let me know because wow, I was talking about this in the Instagram live that I did with Mandy, but I loved working in a coffee shop. I loved the smell. I loved making drinks. Yeah, so Corey works in a coffee shop on college. So yeah, put in the comments what jobs that you did during college, and I would love to know also where you went to college. If you've gone to college, I would love to know where in the world you went. But yeah. Yes. Okay. So another thing I would love to hear from you all is just any memories that really stick out to you from college. Best, worst memories kind of scenario. I have so many memories from college, such like a mix of stuff too. Like horrible memories all the way to like fabulous, I really miss it memories. One thing that I had, going back to the book, like Corey is a violinist. In college, I was in a band with some friends, and it was so much fun. We played in like all the concerts, and we played for all like the large events at our college and everything. And it was so fun. And actually, one of the people who was in the band with me, his name is Bashar, but he is like a pro now. I'm gonna have to like leave a link myself in the comments so you can check out all of his music. But he also lives in Palestine, and a lot of his recent stuff is about Palestine. But anywho, so Bashar is amazing. I'll leave a link for his stuff so you can check it out. Susan asked me, you're wonderful, Susan. I love you so much. Susan asked, how many years did it take for you to complete this book? And from when you first came up with the idea to now. So Oh, okay, so I don't really know about I think the idea might have been longer than this, but I know I've been working on it officially for 6 years. And yeah, so a long time. And I don't think most people spend this long on a book, like, and especially like it's a shorter contemporary. It's 277 pages, but I feel like I really took my time on it, and that's why it's taken so long is I really wanted to do it right, and for a chunk of time there, I didn't know if I was going to self-publish or traditionally publish, because I even went to the Writers Digest conference in New York, and I went to a pitch slam, and I pitched it, and I had some agents request it, but I eventually got to the point, um 'cause it's just hard, it takes forever to hear back, and it's just a lot, but I decided to self-publish because I really just wanted to learn, like, all the aspects of it, because there's so much that goes into publishing a book, like, just so this isn't even the final cover, like, this is my proof copy that I then made changes to because it it takes forever to get proofs back, if you're working with, like, Ingram Spark in particular, like, that's who I went with, and it took forever, but anyway, so self-publishing, I've just learned so much about the publishing process, and, I'm really glad that I made that decision, but yeah, so back to the idea, like, how I came up with the idea for the book, so I talked about this too in the Instagram live, but I had something happen to me my freshman year where I ended up living on an air mattress in a friend's dorm room for literally over a month. It might even have been 2 months, but it was a long time. Um, and so just that feeling like when you are starting a new college and you don't have a space that's yours, like those were some really hard weeks that I spent, and because everything is new. So anyway, not to go into a tangent about that, but that was really hard. So that definitely inspired me. But then also, my little sister too, she had like almost like very close to what Corey has happened. Like she was supposed to move in. This didn't happen to her move-in day like Corey, but she had a thing that um the she was assigned to the wrong dorm room before she moved in, and they didn't have any rooms left, and they didn't give a temporary triple to her. She ended up having to find a place off campus to live, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot. So Susan says, for my part-time jobs, I did construction and was a receptionist for the tutor center at EMU. I totally forgot about that you were a receptionist, but now it's coming back. But yeah, construction. Okay, so Susan's my sister. LOL. You can't tell. Um, and yeah, so our dad had a construction company when we were growing up, and we both, Susan a lot more than me, but we both helped out sometimes with construction projects. But yeah, I forgot. It's all coming back. I just remember doing demolition together. That's that's my memory. Uh, Kelvin, my love, my partner, asks, how did you choose your book cover? Was it difficult? Yeah, it was. As you witnessed. Oh my god, and Susan witnessed this too because, Susan helped me when I was having a breakdown. But yeah, the cover took me so much time. I feel like that's just another case of me wanting to learn, so I did it, and if I ever do it again, not that I'm saying I will, but I learned so much, and that if I was to do it again, it would be so much easier than this first time because this is the first thing that I ever digitally drew. What That is wild to me that I did that, but I'm really proud of it, and it means something to me, and again, like, I don't know, I've just really enjoyed this process because I wanted to learn about self-publishing, what it takes, all the ins and outs, and, now that I've done it once, like, I could do it again. It's gonna be a lot easier the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, like, I'm hoping, like, 10 plus books in the future, so we will see, but, yeah, so it was definitely difficult, but I did it and I learned how to do it. Oh, Susan says we had the best time demolishing things. Yes, we did. That's an outlet. Like, I don't know, if I have a stressful day, I could do some demolition. Just take it out on the walls. But thank you, sis. Thank you. I mean, you are the true artist. But yeah, next time I'm gonna have my sister Susan do my book cover 'cause, she has the eye. I had her look at, my cover the cover that I thought was final before this one that I also thought was final, and I just kept staring at it, and I was like, "I know something is wrong, I know there's something about it, I'm just not happy with it," and she looked at it and knew right away what it was missing, and I made her suggestions, and it made it 100 times better, like, totally, totally helped, so shout out to Susan because it wouldn't be the book cover it is now without you, so Um, okay, so I was gonna have questions, but maybe Susan and Calvin, you can put stuff in the chat, or anybody in the comments. I would love to know just, your favorite fictional characters in college you think they would have, because Corey, she's a music major, obviously, she's a violinist, and I don't know, I just sometimes I like to think about that, like, if a character was in college or just anything, like, what they would major in, so I would love to know, like, number 1, give me one of your favorite fictional characters, and 2, what do you think they would major in? Like, again, like, I was an English major. One of my favorite, like, fictional characters, not in a book, but I love Belle, Beauty and the Beast, love it, and of course, Belle would have also been an English major, of course. Oh, my mom ordered her hardcover. Yay! I love the hardcover jacket. You're gonna love it. Why did you choose the name Sleeping Around? Okay, so it definitely I feel multiple reasons. Number 1, the whole gist of the book is, like, things go wrong. Corey, our protagonist, starts sleeping around campus. So sleeping around campus right there, and but I really liked that name from the very beginning because it spoke to what was actually going on, but of course it carries that, like, innuendo of, like, sleeping around, not literally like Corey sleeping around places, but, so I like that innuendo aspect of it because, it's a older young adult and there's a lot of harder conversations. It doesn't I don't know, I was talking to somebody, one of my advanced readers, and they were saying, like, how they really liked how even though I talk about hard things, I don't, like, stew in them, I guess. I mention them, but I'm also, like, at the end, it's supposed to be an uplifting thing. But anyway, so it has that innuendo, but it speaks to a older audience as well. And it's punchy. I just really like it. I don't know. I it didn't matter like what I just was hooked on that name. Another good reason why I self-publish because a lot of times for traditional publishers, they'll change your book name, they'll change whatever they want because it's a business, but yeah, so that's how I came up with the name for Sleeping Around, and yes, get your hardcovers. I really I don't know, I was kinda nervous because again, designed all the covers myself and, having the one for the ebook was the easiest, but coming up with, like, the paperback, like, I had to get the spine dimensions right, but then with the hardcover, it's a dust jacket. I wanted to do that because, like, a lot of young adult novels have dust jackets, and I don't know, I was just so nervous because like, you have, like, the inside, like, flippy things, and I had to get it just right, but fingers crossed, because I don't have my hardcovers yet either. Fingers crossed that they come out good. They should. Again, like, I have my, proof copy of my paperback, so, yeah. Oh, Cassidy is here. Everyone say hi to Cassidy. I miss Cassidy. I've been meaning to text you. Cassidy, I can't believe yeah, Cassidy was a beta reader for me, like, literally how many years ago was that? That was oh my god. I feel like I was sitting on the story maybe a year or 2 when you beta read it, so, like, 4 years ago or something? I don't know, it's been so long, and the story has changed drastically since you oh my gosh, it was 5, yeah. The story has changed drastically since when you saw it, Cassidy, I am sure. Oh, Lisa, thank you. Thanks for being here too. I'm excited. I just can't believe. Oh, yes, all the highs to Cassidy. Cassidy, how are you? I'll text you later, okay? Oh, I love it. Okay, so I did have some questions we can go back to, but oh, put in the comments too for anyone who's just got here, but put where you went to college and or if you had a part-time job in college, I would love to know what it is. I was telling everybody that I worked in the writing center at my college as a tutor, and I loved it. Again, like I do part-time editing now. I do freelance editing, and I love it so much. So I definitely started my love for editing back then, but yes. Oh, I miss you too, Cassidy, so much. Yes, and my mom went to James Madison University, and that's where I got my graduate degree, and I think my grandma went there too. Correct me if I'm wrong, mom. Oh, Moises! Oh, thank you. Yes, I can't wait to see you too. Oh, okay. I knew about Radford, Cassidy. I think I knew you were an RA. I was an RA my senior year. Phew, I don't know what I was thinking. And I didn't know you were a tutor at the Learning Center. Did you do, like, editing with that too? Or just, like, for specific subjects, like tutoring? Yes, everybody say hi to Moises. Aw, and my mom worked in the music library. Mom, I don't even think I knew you did that. That's so cool. What did you do in the music library? Okay. Cassidy did do edit papers like me. Wow, Cassidy, yes. Again, why I had Cassidy as one of my beta readers because Cassidy knows what's up. Oh, yes. Okay. Mom answered my question. My grandma did, and my uncle and obviously my little sister did too. Yeah. Yay. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm learning so much about y'all. Okay. Also, okay, going back to sleeping around. So, main character plays the violin. So I love to know your favorite musical instrument and or what instruments you play. Susan, our mom threw parties in the music library. Ah, I'd believe it. Yeah, but my So my sisters and I, we have a band. We need to play again at some point, but we play a bunch of different instruments. Play the guitar, violin. Actually, it's been a long time, but we started out on the violin. I play the flute and I try to play the cajon. Oh, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Oh, we could have a flute duet. Oh, the drums. Okay. Yes. I, like, wish I could be cool and play the drums. Like, we have a cajon that's, like, where it's like this box that you sit on, and it goes really well with our vibe. We're more acoustic, like, we sing a lot of, like, indie folk kinda stuff, so it goes with us, but I Jamie says, "No way, I die," remember? Honestly, we do. It's probably been I don't even know how many years it's been since I picked up my flute, but I'm thinking it'll just come back to us. We can do this, Jamie. Yeah, but so my sister and I have that band. So we play a lot of different instruments. I don't know if I said the ukulele, but we do that too. And yeah, but I always loved the harp. Never played it, probably never will, but I don't know, just watching people play the harp, I'm just amazed. Okay, and my mom says mom, about her work at the music library, she just said, "Oh my gosh, the music library was so long ago that I repaired lots and lots of record jackets, played records for students, and cataloged endless items." Oh, how did you repair them? Were you taking tape to them? I just don't know. That's amazing, though. Mom, you're like a DJ. My mom is so cool. Jamie, play LOL. I believe in us. Honestly, I feel like we could do it. Tape, okay, that's what I thought, Mom. That's what I thought. Okay, that's amazing. Wow, I'm learning so much. But yeah, anyway, so I definitely love the harp and listening to the harp is just so relaxing. So yeah, put an instrument that you love in the comments. Yeah. Also, I had this question earlier, but if anybody wants to answer it or think of anything, because basically I'm for everybody that's here, like I'm gonna send you some goodies. So don't you worry. Like you put something in the chat, you're gonna get something. So be ready. Jamie, I'm looking at you. I'm sending you stuff. Cassidy, I'm sending you stuff. Lisa, and of course, Mom and Susan, like y'all will get stuff. But anywho, so if you're here, I'm gonna send you some good stuff. Stickers. I'm gonna send you the ebook, the final ebook. So we're just gonna celebrate. Yay, Cassidy. Oh, what I was gonna say, in the comments, I would love to come up with something for this, but if you have a favorite fictional character, book, movie, otherwise, put your favorite fictional character in the comments and what major you think that they would major in, LOL, in college, because I would love to know. I was saying before that, like, I love Belle so much from Beauty and the Beast. In a past life, I had this dream of being Belle at Disney World. I now know that that is not my calling and not something that I can really do, but she would definitely be an English major, what I majored in. Like, I see her reading all the literature. Like, yeah. So, anywho, I would love to know um, what characters are your favorites and what you think that they would major in. Like Padme, this is for Susan. Padme would have totally been a history major, right? Or at least like done political science or something like that. Totally for Padme. Oh, yes. Okay. So, mom, if you read the book, check out the dedication. My mom just read it today and she cried, but my mom definitely so in the book like people have talked about this in the advanced reviews and everything, but music plays a huge part in the book, and it's definitely influenced by, like, my life, which is the influence is my mom. So, mom! But my mom was an oboe major. She plays the dulcimer, the piano, the flute, the recorder, and so many other things. You didn't mention this, but you even play the ukulele. I remember you doing, like, ukulele workshops stuff with your students because my mom was an elementary music teacher for 32 years, and me and my sisters, my 2 sisters, she was totally our music teacher too, literally and, like, on the side, but yeah, so oh, bye, Cassidy. Cassidy has to leave. Bye. But yeah, so my mom definitely got us all into music. My dad played the drums, I think, growing up too, but my mom, being a music teacher, like she made sure that we got into music. The Beast and the Nightingale, Bossia. I haven't read that. I'm gonna have to look it up because I haven't even heard of it, honestly. Wait, no, I do know what that book is, I have it. Oh my gosh, wow, I love books, I have so many. But yeah, The Bear and the Nightingale, I have that. I couldn't tell you what it's about, but maybe I'll read that soon and we'll figure it out together, Jamie. We'll figure out who the I guess is that the main character, Vasya? I don't know. We'll figure out what their major her major would be. Yeah. Yay! Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other characters, like some of my favorites and what they would major in. I was talking about this book. I will never stop talking about this book, but Starfish by Akimi Don Bowman. It's also a young adult contemporary and kind of like later too, like Mindset College and Starfish. Um, it follows Kiko like right before she's about to leave for college, and she does art, and I love the conversation about art and how impactful that is on her. But of course, she would major in art because it's in the book. But I thought I would mention that book because I can never stop. Uh, oh my gosh, Mom says Bella, her birthday twin, because Bella from Twilight and my mom have the same birthday, would be an art major because of the dog picture by her bed. I don't even remember that. I do not even Susan. Jabba the Hutt would major in business and finance. That is so funny because it's so accurate. Yes. You know, he's running that business and he cares about his money, so you better pay up. Ah, that is so good. I love that my mom loves Twilight. I think you love it even more than I do, 'cause I don't know, like, I was in high school when the movies were coming out, and I mentioned this, and you should watch this video if you haven't. It's one of my favorite videos that I ever did, but it's, a video with Kelvin, my partner, and we talk about how our first ever date it wasn't a date for me, it was a date for him, but, we saw the first Twilight together, so, like, yeah, it's nostalgic for me, but, I mean, my mom loves it too, so, yeah. It's something about I think really at now, like, I just love listening to the soundtrack on repeat. I love the soundtrack for Twilight so much. Like, all of them, like, for all the movies, honestly, like, they have really good music, and I'm going on a tangent now with the thought of that, but, in college, I had an internship with Under the Radar. It's a indie music magazine, so I had an internship there doing a bunch of different things, but, they they were definitely I don't know, with indie music, they were they were focused on that, and the more obscure, the better kinda thing. Makes sense, under the radar, that's the whole point. But they didn't give a lot of praise to many things that got mainstream, but they even admitted that of course, because it's so many great indie bands in the soundtracks, but they even admitted that the Twilight soundtracks were gold, and I was like, "I know." They're so good. Yeah, Katniss and political science and survival skills. Yeah, true that. Yeah, because I mean, she definitely gets into, like, political science. That gives she gives me vibes of that. Survival skills, like, maybe she would also wanna be, like, in I don't know. I don't know what people would do for survival skills. I was thinking, like, PE or, like, I don't know. I don't know. What's some of my other favorites? I keep thinking about Star Wars Star Wars characters. Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, let me know. Keep them coming. Keep the favorite characters and majors coming. Yay. Okay. I think that was all my questions for y'all. Nature guide. Yes, mom. Okay. I see that, Katniss with the nature guide. I love it. Yay. Also, put since I ran out of my questions, feel free to put any questions you have in the chat. At the beginning, like I so definitely go and watch this once I post it, like once it's done streaming. But yeah, I gave like uh, a little excerpt from Sleeping Around. I read the third chapter, so definitely go check that out if you weren't here from the beginning. Yeah, my partner Kelvin says that was our first movie, Twilight. Yep. I remember. So funny. And I actually okay, so they put the movies on Netflix and again, talking more about Twilight, but Jessica's speech, like Anna Kendrick, Jessica in the movie, like her the commencement speech that she gives, that still hit me. That was a good speech. Okay, Obi-Wan majoring in psychology is on the fencing team. Yes. Okay, I see that. I see that too. Yeah. Snaking Skywalker. LOL. Yeah. Anakin, yep. Ah, he was a snake though, so yeah. I was telling Susan, it's been a while now, but when I rewatched the prequels, I just I don't know. It was so like the movies weren't bad. I will forever love the prequels, but like him as a character, how was I rooting for him as a small child? Like I don't understand what I was thinking. Like, do not ship him and Padme. Oh my gosh, no. Run, Padme. Yes, I need to watch the Clone Wars. Okay, now that my book is out, me and my sister Susan, we are going to watch all the Clone Wars. You heard it here first, and I need to watch it with her because I love watching everything with her, but especially the Clone Wars because she's going to give me all the scoop because she knows everything there is to know about Star Wars, and I'm not even kidding. When we were little, we played Star Wars school, and Susan was our teacher, and me and my little sister Allison were the students, and we need to do that again because I feel like I have forgotten everything. uh, okay, Susan said that I'll like Anakin a lot better in the Clone Wars. Yeah, because I mean, after watching the prequels, I I was just like, "No, thank you. Never again will I have a good word to say about Anakin," but maybe that'll change after the Clone Wars, because I know I've, like, gone on tangents with Susan about it, but I don't know what Padme saw in him. I really do not. Uh, yeah, Susan definitely is a trivia champion of Star Wars for sure. Okay. Yay. Okay, so as we're wrapping up here, definitely like post event, like continue to put stuff in the comments of this video. I love to know all these things for like future watchers too, like where you went to college, what you majored in, your favorite character and what you think they would major in. I'd love to know. So definitely put it in the comments. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, but like I said before, everybody who is here for the live, I'm gonna send all of y'all goodies. So get ready. I'll be reaching out to you, send you some stickers and a bookmark and stuff inspired by Sleeping Around, my young adult debut contemporary. I cannot believe, still can't believe it. But I will send you bookish goodies from the book and also Tear Stain Books. It's this like side company that I have merch on there too. So I'll have you all pick out some cool stuff. But anyway, so I'll send stuff to you after the fact. But oh, thank you all so much. It literally means the world. I can't tell you, like, before publishing the book, I legit spent nights, even before I had a publication date, where I just was so scared about putting a book out, hadn't even done it yet. Um, but yeah, it's just a lot of anxiety with it too. I think like putting your work out there, wanting it to be good, like not only be good, but do good in the world. And so, yeah, it was definitely an anxiety inducing process, but like everybody here, like, know all of you and all of y'all have played a part in this process for me. And I legit cannot thank you enough. Like, I could cry how much every single one of y'all has meant to me, like knowing that I have all these people in my life that are supporting my journey as an author and this book out in the world. Yeah, because it's a stressful thing to do, but it's a lot less stressful with people like y'all. I'm getting sappy. I'm gushing. But yeah, thank you all again. Yes, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Lisa, for being here. Thank you for my squad being here too. I love all of y'all. And again, like if you hopped on late, definitely check out the beginning of this for an excerpt of Sleeping Around. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go celebrate myself, and when my partner Calvin gets home, we're gonna celebrate too. So yeah, it's a good day. I can't believe it. Again, like if you for my future people coming in. If you haven't ordered yet, definitely order this first month. Like, obviously, author, I want you to buy the book whenever. But if you buy the book this month, I'm donating a portion of my pre order and first month sales to a nonprofit here in Virginia that serves foster youth across Virginia. Um, One of the things that really made me want to work with them is they have a program that they have, like it's like a first night kit kind of thing, that they give to foster care youth at their obviously like first night somewhere new. So as like I was saying in my Instagram live, check that out if you haven't seen it. But like on the cover you see like a lot of it's like a known thing that foster kids, like as they're moving around, they don't even the majority of the time they don't even have like a suitcase, they have nothing. Like it's literally like, oh, gotta go, shoving stuff into a trash bag. So I that's why I love the program that they're doing so much, is like they're making um kids feel like this is something that belongs to me and I'm taking it somewhere new, and this place that is new, like it might be scary and everything, but I know I have at least this one tangible thing with me that is going to support me. So anyway, I could gush about them too. But yeah, so definitely order August this month, 2021, in order for part of your like your purchase to go towards that amazing nonprofit. So Anywho, thank y'all for being here. I'll check y'all later in the comments and reach out to all of you to send you some goodies. So thanks again for being here. I love y'all, bookish friends, and I'll see you later here on my YouTube channel. So bye.